The quarterback battle in Indy is still to be determined, as we shall see. But congrats to the Baltimore Ravens as they win 24-16 against the Colts at home in their first preseason game. Look, the biggest takeaway coming in was obviously the quarterback battle in Indy. Anthony Richardson, slated to start this week. Daniel Jones will be the backup, and then they'll flip-flop next week as that QB battle roams on. But it may have taken a turn towards Daniel Jones as, look, it wasn't great, but Anthony Richardson, 2 of 3 for 21 yards. The big thing was he was taken out of action again with another injury. Not too major, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on as he was sacked by David Ojabo in the first quarter, and thus he left the game, causing Daniel Jones to be inserted much earlier than anticipated, and he did fine. He had some quality throws. He didn't do anything wow, but ultimately finished 10 of 21 for 144 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. I get it, not great, but did have some drops in there. I will say Riley Leonard, had a pretty swell night as well. The rookie out of Notre Dame. 12 of 24 for 92 yards passing. Also had 4 carries on the ground for 34 yards with a 21-yard run. So it's to be determined. We'll see how lengthy this injury keeps out Anthony Richardson. And, I think many Colts fans would like to see perhaps Riley Leonard get more of a shot. But we shall see about Anthony Richardson's status. As for the Baltimore Ravens, yes, no Lamar Jackson. Yes, no Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins. But it was more about, reemerging of a young running back who, due to an injury a couple years ago, came out of the fold. And that was one Keaton Mitchell, as he had a hell of a day for the Ravens. 9 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown when he was in. So, credit to him. Mike Green, their second-round rookie out Marshall, who has good expectations. He had 2 tackles in the game as well. Cooper Rush, it wasn't the greatest day. 2 of 4, and he had a pick. Same with Devin O'Leary, but credit to the Ravens running attack and their defense. So we'll see in